You ready?
Yep, sir.
All right. What is good, y'all? Welcome to the Tap In with God podcast. It's your host, Terrence Alexander. But y'all already knew that. Y'all know what the deal is with the podcast to help you consider and trust God with your decisions because you don't need Givenchy. You need Jesus. You need G-O-D. I got my guy, DJ Boz, with me.
What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
Show him some love, y'all. Come on now. You already know what it
Appreciate
is. I brought him by. We got a big event coming up. Let me go ahead. Let me turn myself down just a little bit. I had to bring him on by. We got a big event coming up, Instruments of Praise, IOP. I had him last year on the podcast,
Yes, sir.
and it's good to have him again. So I had to bring him on by so we can talk a little bit about it, catch up with him, see what he's up to these days. I know he recently got married too. We both recently got married, so we are
know what it is. Husband
we are both
gang,
married men. You know what I'm
2023.
saying? 2023 and
Yes, sir.
going strong, doing well, and just supporting each other and showing love, man. So
That's what we here
it's
for.
my guy, it's my homie. So go ahead, bro. What you been up to these days, man?
Man, first of all, I appreciate you bringing me back on your platform.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the opportunity. And, just living life, preparing for, this is year 7
Yes.
for IOP. And, I give it to you first. This is first scoop. Think I'm done. That's it. 7 is the year of completion. And I'm
Oh,
ready
wow.
to dry my hands off
Oh, my.
until the Lord says otherwise. But
Okay.
yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
We're gonna lay it down.
Okay. Hey, everything, happens for a reason.
Yes,
And,
sir.
we support you either way it goes. And, hopefully, if it comes back, it'll be even stronger, even better.
Maybe a
You
little
know.
pop up or something, but yeah, this year, same thing. Always God 1st, creating a space for kingdom creatives to,
Yeah.
be an instrument of praise to the King of Glory, and that's always my mission. Glorifying God. So we had a good run, successful run. I'm grateful for the opportunity that God's blessed me with to even facilitate, something like this, and it won't be the last of me, but for now it's the last of me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, man, I totally understand. Well, hey, look, the Lord's hand is on your life. You are anointed
I
for
appreciate
anything that you put your hands to.
Appreciate it,
I
man.
know great things are ahead for you either way it goes, man. But for the last one, for the year of completion, what can we look forward to, man?
Whoo! Well, if you know me and know what I'm about, gotta have some music. Like
Yes,
music is
yes.
gonna be on point. We gonna shake and rock 'em and shake 'em, and of course, dance. This is the first year I actually was able to put together a unity dance.
Yes.
With I put a call out to all Los Angeles dancers, and me and my other homie Mike Kwan.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Mike
put
Kwan.
it together. Shout out to Mike Kwan, and just got all these group of people together, and we just they gonna do their thing.
They're gonna do their thing. They're gonna do it. I've
So I'm
seen.
excited about that.
Uh-huh.
Your wife is participating.
Yes, of course.
Shout
I
out
was
to
gonna
my
say
sister.
I've seen some sneak peeks.
Yeah, so
I ain't gonna tell y'all what's going on, but it's looking good so far. So
it's gonna be crazy.
Uh-huh.
Like it's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
Expect nothing less.
Expect nothing less. Look, each and every year is always something big to look forward to. So we already know what the deal. I just like you said, music, dance, and we just gonna go from there, man.
That's
And wait, let the people know where it's at and
So,
everything.
November 4th, that's a Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yes.
at Bethesda Temple Church.
There's a temple.
So they're on Crenshaw, across the street from Doolin's.
On Doolin, where else?
Where else was?
Crenshaw High School.
Oh, Crenshaw High School.
Uh-huh.
Bunch of traffic because they built.
Yeah, lots of traffic.
Meet me there, y'all. Saturday, November 4th at 6. Hey, we going up. I mean, I need y'all support. I already got his support. You've been there every year.
Yes.
You never let me down. I appreciate that. So we just gonna do a thing. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Just show up and see for yourself.
And show up and see for yourself. Look, y'all gonna see me there. So
Yes, sir.
that's all we can say. But yeah, until then, we're gonna do a little surprise on this episode. So DJ was like, T, we gotta give the people something a little special.
Exactly.
We gotta switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna ask you some questions today. So DJ got a whole slew of questions for me. So I'm a little nervous. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna just speak facts. That's all I'm gonna try and do. That's all I can do. So it's gonna be a lot of various questions. So we're just gonna go from there. So go ahead, bro. Hit me with the first one.
So I said, Terrence always bringing people on, interviewing them, but we need to figure out who the creator is. So
Yes,
who is
that's
this
true.
guy? So I said,
That's true.
let's do a little switch up. So my first question is, explain your brand and the message behind its creation.
So the brand first began, it was going to be a T-shirt brand.
Okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was going to be a T-shirt brand, but so I had the T-shirts made. And Trent Jackson, he drew up some sketches and put the designs together for me. A lot of people don't know that. Shout out Trent. Thank you. Appreciate it. Very artistic. So it's going to be a T-shirt brand. And then I just sat on that. It was during the pandemic. I sat on it for about a year and a half or two. And then I got my dog Parker here. I think he's
we
okay.
Got two guests.
Yeah,
Parker.
we got our special guest Parker. Parker Alexander right here. All right. So yeah, I sat on it for about a year and a half or two. And I was like, okay, how can I make this a little bit more broader? Okay. Where can I get the voice of Jesus and just the importance of him out a little bit more? So, and of course you hear the term tap in, right? That song, tap, tap, tap in, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so that's always a figure of speech for saying, okay, get in contact with me, right. Connect with me or whatever the case is. So I'm like, okay, people tap in with a whole lot of other things. People need to tap in with Jesus too. Right. So, so that's basically how tap in with God came about. Okay. Just like that, really.
I like that. We're using everything to glorify him, whatever it is.
We got to use, and sometimes you have to use the secular phrase, idea can be mixed in with Jesus. I don't want to say mixed in, but we can kind of like replace it.
Use every avenue to glorify God.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly, bro. So yeah.
All right. So we got the message behind a brand. Now let the people know who Terrence is.
Who Terrence
is? Who T Wiz?
Man, that's a good question, man. I'm just a laid back, easygoing.
Sure.
I just be truthful. I want to get along with everybody, but I don't want to be kind of like a pushover or anything like that. My family, my dad's side of the family is, super, super religious, Pentecostal, apostolic believers. And my mom, she's from the South, so I have that Southern side in me and along as, my father's side, that religious side of me. And, even on my mother's side, there's religious too. But that's who I am, basically. I'm just a good mixture of both, kind of like that laid back, easygoing. I don't want to impress a whole lot of people, but I want to be saved too. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been like my motive, my goal since I was filled with the Holy Ghost at 19. Okay. I got baptized in Jesus' name at 12, Holy Ghost filled at 19, raised in church my whole life. So that's been my goal really ever since. So does that give a good answer of who I am?
I think so. So basically, people, Terrence is a laid back dude. He values his family.
Yeah.
His relationship with God.
Yeah. His wife. My wife, Sade. Yes.
And he doing his own thing.
I'm doing my own thing. Doing my own thing. I mean, I think that's about it. I mean, I like to have fun too. I really do. Okay. I've been learning to just even these days, I've really been learning to just be just more present, have more fun. Yeah. To not take life so seriously. You know what I'm saying? Correct. And just going from there, really. So that's basically. Yeah.
I like Terrence.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
Yeah. I like DJ too, man. Always been solid, fly. Y'all see his outfit? Fly dude from the start. Nah. Yes it is. What texture is that?
What texture?
What texture?
It may be the same texture as Parker. I don't know.
We're gonna make something out of Parker.
Right.
We need to shave some of his hair, make a nice coat out of him.
Look at him shaking it off. That's
He's
right.
shaking it off. Go ahead.
All right, so next question is, what tips would you give, since you said that part of you is being a laid back person, but also keeping that spiritual aspect of your life very important.
Yeah.
What tips would you give to balance life and ministry?
Man, I've never really been like full-time ministry or anything like that. Like I've been in church my whole life.
Hold on, how you gonna say you haven't been full-time ministry and you've been a musician?
I would say full-time. I would say full-time is like you in there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday ish. That's what I would kind of say. Like what pastors do. It's basically full-time. So I've never really been like that. I've been in church on Sundays. I was a youth leader for a period of time too. So I would just say balancing the both of those. Just keeping the perspective of everything. You always want to. They say your first ministry is your family.
Right,
So
right,
of
right.
course, when you get to that point where it's like you have family life, you want to make sure your family is good.
But a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't practice that. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. It's very difficult. I'm sure. I've only been dealing with it for 5 months, almost 5 months now. So, just a matter of keeping your family, your household first,
Mm-hmm.
and then taking care of God's house and His people. But
Correct.
I would just say balancing it, just
Being intentional.
being
Yeah,
intentional.
like you
I
said.
mean, church should be almost everything
Mm-hmm.
to someone.
Right.
You got to go to work, you got to come back home.
Mm-hmm.
There's other things you got to do too. So I don't want to say church life should be everything, but always just keep a balance.
Right.
Always make sure everything in your God given possession is taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I honestly do believe that it has to be a balance. Like you after you leave church,
Mm-hmm.
you come home.
Yeah.
If your home falling apart because you're so focused on church, then eventually your home life is gonna affect everything outside of life, which is gonna affect ministry and
Mm-hmm.
what's happening at church. So
Yeah.
just like you said, being intentional about having a balance or even trying to start one if
Yeah.
there isn't a balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I already told y'all we got married 22-3 gang.
Mm-hmm.
So what's one rule you learned from being a husband?
It's a lot of rules, man.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, but I'll start. That was a good one you asked me too. I'll just say be the example.
Okay.
Be the example that you would want your wife to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the first thing because, like, of course they say the husband answers to Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
and then your wife, she answers to you.
Right, right.
So, in everything you do, your example is Jesus Christ. So, just always striving to be that example, and like even in a more practical sense, like if you tell your wife, "Hey, baby, we need to save some money,"
Mm-hmm.
but you spending money,
Yeah.
you going over budget, she gonna be like,
Well, if
well,
you ain't doing it,
if you ain't doing it,
you
I
doing
ain't
it.
gonna spend. I ain't gonna save no money.
Correct.
You're not inspiring me to save no money.
Exactly.
Or you saying, hey, babe, we need to keep this house clean, but you ain't taking out the trash. You're not making sure your drawers is off the floor. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I would just always say, just be the example,
That's
and
good.
just I remember I asked my dad a couple of days ago. I said, Daddy, how do I be a good daddy like you? And he said, just do the right stuff. That's what he said. So,
Isn't that
just do the right stuff.
I asked my pops too, like,
Uh-huh.
how did you become a good father? Because
Uh-huh.
I think it's a very important job to be a father and to have a good father. Not everybody gets to experience that, so I think we're both grateful
Yes.
that we got to experience that. But it's something that I think about too. Being a father. For sure I know it's not easy.
No.
But just do the right stuff. And sometimes I'd be like, dang, to be a dad.
Mm.
It's like so many levels, and I always say I don't want to mess up my kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think none of us do. None of us do.
But like you do the best you can. You do the right stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
Yeah. No,
that you asked your pops the same question.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a couple of days ago. He was helping me put my car together, and I was like, man, Dad, I said, how do I be a good daddy like you did? And he said, just do the right stuff.
It's really simple. Like
a lot of that simple stuff goes over people's heads sometimes, but simple stuff isn't always like it's not. It don't have to be extreme. Like just coming home every day. Treat the wife right every day. Treat mommy right every day. Treat raise your kids.
Common sense ain't common.
It ain't. Unfortunately, yeah.
So we already know that where the brand started from, right? But how do you intentionally tap in with God daily?
Daily, man. I've been much easier with myself tapping in because I used to have a pretty, I want to say, strict regimen.
Okay.
I've been learning how to be a little bit more easygoing.
Or you said present rather.
Present in life. Like if I miss a goal today, I'm not like, beating myself up. But usually just praying every night, reading some scriptures. If I don't read some scriptures or pray, I listen to sermons.
Right.
I listen to a radio station. It's a Christian radio station called 99.5.
That's the fish, right?
something like that. You know, it ain't black. You know what I'm saying? But it works.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's the same God. Yeah.
It's the same guy.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
it's the
right.
same
It's the
guy.
same God.
I would think so.
Yeah.
So like I listen to that and I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff like that. I watch like my granddad's sermons,
Okay.
Swansea, Sade and I we watch a lot of Bishop Younger,
Yeah, that's her favorite.
Clack, Brandon
Clack.
Clack, who's gonna be an IOP. Shout out Brandon Clack.
Oh yeah.
I might have to get you on the podcast too. You know what
Tell
I'm
him.
saying? You
Tell
feel
him.
me? But yeah,
Let's
what
call him
else?
up now. It's like
He said that's just a slight plug right there. What else? I think that's about it, really. I think that's how I tap in. Just trying to stay connected somehow.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tap in with Terrence. Tapping in with God too. Okay.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
facts, bro. Facts.
So I want you to share your testimony or a testimony about something that God has done for you, something that God has delivered you from,
Mm-hmm.
something along those lines.
Man, it's a lot. I can go through a
Ooh,
whole list,
listen.
but like if I want to make it more podcast friendly,
Okay.
just even today, just overthinking, man, overthinking and not stressing too much. You know what I'm saying? Not being so like rigid with certain things, and you know, there's something else. Oh, also another thing tapping what God did for me, it helped me to get out of like what people thought about me.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a
So
struggle for everybody.
yeah, it's a struggle for everybody, right? Yeah, yeah. Me too. I put my feet too.
Listen.
I put all my feet. Parker, put your hands up, sir.
Correct. I was
Right.
yeah.
Just tapping with God helped me to not care about what people think. Sometimes like I put together a video and I'm like, man, I don't know if people gonna this kind of like deep. I don't know if people gonna like this one.
Mm-hmm.
But people end up liking it. Not to say that's why I do it.
Right.
But like people, I really believe people want to hear a good message.
Mm-hmm.
They want to hear something that can really satisfy you.
Authenticity.
So yeah, authenticity, not like perfection,
Right.
but just being real. What was the question again?
It said share testimony.
Share testimony.
Yeah,
Testimony. Yeah.
You said,
Those
wait, you gonna go podcast friendly? What you mean, bro?
Right.
This is the space.
It's a safe. It's a safe. It's a safe space.
We're trying to get to know who Terrence is.
You're trying to get to the whole root of the matter. Yeah. So definitely just like overthinking, perfectionism, what people thought about me, not being so rigid, having fun. What else? It's a lot of those things. That's what I've been dealing with lately. You know what I'm saying? Like not worrying so much, not looking so much into 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And like really, just like I said, embracing now reality and having fun and taking care of myself. I remember I told DJ in the DMs, we shared a lot of DMs. I told him, I said, man, I went a whole month not getting a haircut in the name of budgeting.
Yeah. What I say?
Whenever I get out of line, I tell DJ, look, man, you gonna have to keep me in check, son. He said, man, you gotta take care of yourself. And my Sade tells me the same thing all the time. Cause Sade, she is quick to treat herself. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, okay, I need to make sure everything else is also like that's part of my trying to get delivered from too, like checking, like, okay, is this it? Or, stuff like that. So yeah.
It's crazy because when I actually share a testimony, I never even thought about as overthinking.
Yeah.
Like as a testimony, because I think we all struggle overthinking, especially me.
Yeah.
Especially just planning or just asking God for peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times I feel like we overthink because we're not leaning to Him. We're not tapping in with Him enough to be reassured that He got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Like that is a testimony to me. Like overthinking.
And whenever something is over, that means you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you are overdoing this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm playing drums, like, in that segment, I'm overplaying, which means I'm in control of playing in this moment. So if I'm overthinking, that's something I'm doing.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like write that down, Parky. That's because it feel like I'm something I have to. I don't know, whatever the case is. You're doing it.
I'm gonna take that nigga with me. That's a good one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's just a matter of letting it go.
True.
Do the best you can, just let it go, and just go from there.
It's good, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna lift up that offering.
well,
All right, but what's one goal you hope to achieve with your platform?
the platform was just to let people know that Jesus is available. Jesus, he wants to hear from you,
Mm-hmm.
and he ain't hiding. You don't have to hide from him,
Right.
because I think deep down, I think everybody wants to be saved. I think a lot of people just, people deal with church hurt and stuff like that, and people, they need to see somebody else doing it, so they can say like, oh yeah, I could do this too,
Yeah, yeah.
or I can be persuaded to believe in Jesus too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just want people to know that Jesus can help you. If you tap in, life won't always be easy,
Right, right.
but you have like a guideline of when it's not easy that you can just lean on Jesus.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel I like a lot of people are looking for some type of connection, whether
Yeah.
it's they try it in companionship or sometimes even in social media or even other people.
Mhm.
I think as human beings, we yearn for connection.
Yes, that's true,
And a
bro.
lot of times we don't connect or tap in with God. For what reason, I don't know, or we even lose that connection. But
Yeah.
that's who we should be connecting with.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm proud of you that you have a platform where people can, you know, be open minded to open that connection or even
Yeah.
to start that connection. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's good, bro.
and just like I said, the T-shirt brand, it would have been just
Just
that's it. I mean, I got T-shirts, y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sell those too.
people
But
want to see.
just
See
hearing
what?
other people speak about their testimony,
Right.
what they're doing, like just like with you, with ILP. I remember last year you said people could be saved, healed, and delivered through the service you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That you're putting together, and people need to hear that. People that's like us, people that's older, whatever the case is, that you can do it. It can be done.
Yeah.
And you can do it right. And you know,
I think as people too, we still have to be welcoming because a lot of times,
oh man,
I think we all experience when you brought up church hurt.
yeah,
We're not always welcoming.
yeah.
Even just be kind.
Yeah, just be kind.
Be
Be kind.
nice.
Yeah, be nice. Right.
It's
I
free to
remember.
be nice.
I remember us talking about that too.
Yeah.
Like some people say, like, how can God use you in church? It's by being nice. You know what I'm saying? Especially.
Woo!
That's
That's nugget number 2. Write that one down.
nugget number 2.
Write that down. Write that down.
And especially in churches.
Yeah. But not even just in church, on your job.
On your job too. On your job, wherever you are in the store. Oh man, I had an interaction this morning.
Whatever.
I don't want to say it, man, because like, it right. I might need to start a Patreon so I can get some extra content out there. It's like some inside details and stuff. But
Okay,
I'm just kidding. But
that's the next episode. Yeah,
next episode. But yeah, I had an interaction today with a neighbor down the street, and I thought it was very unreasonable what she was confronting me about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know what? I told Sade, I said, with people like that, you just got to be nice to them. Say, okay, no worry about it. I'll just, I'm going to keep walking. Because I don't know, maybe the next hour she'll be like, man, I really shouldn't have.
Right.
I should have been nicer to him. I don't know, maybe next week she'll,
Or
she'll come
she's
to.
Trying to figure out why was he so nice? How was he able?
Right.
I'm trying to make him mad, get a rise out of him, but he just being nice.
And he keeps choosing kindness.
Right.
And there's a scripture about that too. It says, always be nice to somebody because it's burning heaps of coal on their heads. It's like saying like, man, I can't do nothing to get him out of character.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
so you did your part.
I did my part today. Let's try again tomorrow. I'm just being stupid. I'm just being stupid. Now you got to do that every day.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? So because somebody is. I remember even again. Me and Sade was at Smart and Final. I was driving and this lady. She flicked me off, and I'm like. I told Sade, I said, man, people just mean. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't do nothing.
Hey,
like,
road rage is real.
Road rage is real. I didn't do anything to her to like, do that. I think I was like, I was probably like almost like we were like coming together. I might have, I don't remember. It was reasonable.
Mm.
Like, what I did wasn't bad. Like I didn't like
You didn't do that.
cause or inflict anything, but she
Mm.
just flicked me off. She just kept, and when she flicked me off, she drove. She was hitting corners. I'm like, that's why your road rage. You know, the way you the way you drive, tell me kind of how you are.
As a person.
You know, in person. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But
So
you know,
yeah, I got a first hand experience of who she probably is.
it's crazy.
You know,
I think.
God bless her. Praying for
Amen.
her. Yeah,
I think that goes back to being intentional. You
yeah.
have to be intentional about choosing joy every day.
Choosing joy. Yeah, you gotta
It's
choose.
like if you want to wake up mad, you're gonna be mad.
You're gonna be mad. You're gonna find a
Until you
reason.
choose something different.
You gotta choose something different. You know.
See?
So yeah, man.
So I think this. I got a few more, but what is your favorite part about being a content creator slash entrepreneur?
I think we all have this pride to say like, I put this together. Like I'm doing this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Exactly.
I think that's what feels good about it. It's like, this is all about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, He's using me to put it out there, and you never know where the seeds are gonna land.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday school, Gethsemane Sunday school. You never know where the seeds are gonna land.
Right.
You gotta tap in with Sunday school, y'all. Look, but anywho,
I'm teaching this Sunday.
oh, he's teaching Sunday. Hit him for the Zoom link.
It's a day though, so we good to go.
Right. So it's like, um, the Lord is using me to do this,
Mm-hmm.
and when He put it in my mind, tap in with God, I just ran with it. So I think that's the best part. It does get hard, on a good night when the Lakers is playing, and
I'm not a Lakers fan, so this is
DJ's not a
I'm
Lakers fan.
unaffected.
Whatever the case is, whatever it is you like to do on your nighttime, you want to come home from work and you want to just eat and just
Lay
relax.
in the bed, yes.
But then after you eat and relax, it's like, oh, I gotta record this tap in because I gotta put the message out there for the people. So it has its good moments. Like I'm doing my best with this, and also has those middle. I ain't gonna call it like a down, with like a middle one. It's like,
Right.
ugh.
But you gotta push through.
Yeah, you gotta push through. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
I totally agree that sense of feeling accomplished, like
Yeah.
I'm doing it and I did it. You know. Yeah, that's I can totally agree. All right, so I got one more for you. Who is your biggest role model?
Man,
Now I know you probably got multiple, and I already
got
know
multiple, man.
who your options is. But
Yeah.
I'm still gonna ask the question so they know.
Yeah.
You know who? Let's say who. I'm gonna give you three.
3?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you three. Even though I know the top two,
Yeah.
but tell the people who are your
I
biggest
can't.
role
I gotta do a
models.
little bit more than 3. I'll say my wife is definitely a role model. I look up to her.
Oh wow.
Just how she is. She's a trailblazer.
Sure
The
is.
things the obstacles she's overcome throughout her lifetime.
I'm gonna clap for that.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm clapping for her, but I'm clapping for you because
Yeah.
that's not an answer that most people say.
Yes. Yeah. I mean
And
that for real.
that wasn't the first person I was thinking of. But
I have to
that's
I have
dope.
to
Keep
give
talking.
honor to my wife. She's a part of.
Yeah.
She is me. She is me, and I am her. So we
Smart.
won now. So I look up to her.
That's dope.
Her mindset, her perspective, the fact that she's able to, she forgives easily. She don't hold stuff against nobody. She moves forward. She keeps moving. She has a good perspective on life. Very good positive perspective. And sometimes I need that reaffirmation almost every day.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I was being factual. My wife, Sade Alexander. Shout out Sade.
Shout out to my baby. Hey, baby.
Yes. Oh, yes. Kaylin. Shout out Kaylin. Look, your wives they make you better.
Correct.
And
Even when you don't want them.
even when you don't want them to, just that interaction every day. 2 different people coming together. It brings a lot out of you, and it brings out the good in you, and sometimes the ugly too.
Correct.
But thank God they know how to deal with that ugly too, and they don't put your business out there in the street. Anywho,
Pause. In our DMs all the time, all we do, most of the things is send marriage videos.
yeah,
bro,
marriage videos.
Look at this tip, bro. Look at this revelation.
Yeah.
Like, we care about our wives. We care about being good husbands, and we care about our marriage. So
Yeah.
that's one thing we bond over, just being better.
Yeah, being better. Yeah,
man, being
that's
better
my
husbands, so.
that's our goals. That's facts, man. So yeah, my wife Sade, my grandfather Elder Ernest Alexander. I don't want to get teary up talking about him, but Ernest Alexander, my grandfather, the best man I know. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, dear Alexander, my brother Brooke Alexander,
Mm-hmm.
This just excellent man. You know, my brother. I tell him people he's my favorite drummer
Really?
on the set and off. You know, off the
Really?
set.
Okay.
There's a lot of people. Trent Jackson,
Trent?
Cedric Jackson, Trey Richardson.
Okay.
Trey Richardson, he is like he's another drummer
He's
I
the
look
GOAT.
up to
Yeah, Jay's the
on
GOAT.
and off the drum set. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Trey's dope.
Oh,
Cool. He laid back too.
laid
Trey's
back. Yeah,
dope.
I
Yeah.
think that's
You
like
had him on the show too.
he said.
You
I
had
got
him
him
on
on
the
the
show
show too.
too.
Yeah, yeah. That was a
Yeah.
big move for him. That was a big move for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm at 6 or 7. But it's a lot of role models. You know, so
That's dope.
just people I just look up to and aspire to be like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I put Swansea on there too. Swansea was a good
Yes, sir.
figure. Just people that was just consistent. You know, you knew where they were at. You know what they stood for, and
What they were about.
they
Yeah.
stood 10 toes down and worked it out. So, yeah. So,
I agree. And it's good that you're able to highlight people, and a lot of times we fall into jealousy or
yeah,
don't want to recognize somebody because you think it might damper your life. But
yeah,
yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Being able to name 7 people. Some people don't even have one role model.
yeah,
Feel like
man. That's
they
for real.
arrived and
Yeah,
it's all about them. So
yeah,
I also agree in everybody you named. They are awesome
yeah,
men of valor and stature.
Mhm.
Really, really, really dope people.
yeah. I think it's only right. I need to put my mama out there too.
Hey, that's my
I can't forget mama.
Yeah.
Mama, I love you too. I really
too,
do. I think especially for men, you know, we really need that father figure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a little bit more deeper with the dads. But like mom taught me a whole lot too.
Yeah, moms are
The
important,
spiritual and saving money, eating all your food, don't waste nothing. The simple stuff. I'll tell you,
Correct.
mom is from the South, so I get all that laid back and have fun mentality from her. So mom's a role model and a lot of people, man. So yeah, I got a lot of people look up. Give me your role models too.
Woo. So, first one to come to my head is my father.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen a man like who sacrificed so much
Yeah.
for everybody else.
Uh-huh.
It's real different to experience love or intentionality from
Mhm.
from the start.
yeah,
Most people you gotta warm up to it, and most people don't experience that. But I could say my father has always been intentional,
Mhm.
always showed me love, and
yeah,
always genuine too.
hmm
Like if bro didn't like something, he told me, and if bro liked something, he told me.
yeah.
So,
That's facts. My dad's the same way
Yeah.
too.
And
Yeah, that's facts.
I appreciate that. My mama too.
hmm
Both my parents, I look up to them.
Yeah.
My grandfather as well.
hmm
I still don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out how he
Put
did
your
it. What he
put your
did.
granddad's name out there. What's his name?
That's Paw. No,
Paw
sir.
Paw, yep.
Pastor Wayne Botts.
Yes.
Shout out to my grandpa. He raised 5 boys.
5 boys. Oh,
That's something in itself.
that's
And he's still raising grandkids, all of us.
and he raised 5 boys in what era?
All the way from 1977 to
In the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Yeah. And now
Man,
grandkids
different.
in
That's different.
the 2000s.
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah, that's different, man.
So yeah, both my grandparents too.
hmm
My uncles, also great role models.
Yeah.
My cousin Eric
hmm
Norman.
Oh, Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Y'all
Shout
know
out
about
Ronnie.
Eric. Shout out Eric.
Yeah.
Always been dope. His
hmm
style,
Yep.
his integrity.
Always laughing,
Always laughing.
dancing, funny guy, jokester.
Man, look, my family.
Yeah.
Eric, even my cousin Nehemiah.
Nehemiah. Shout out Nehemiah.
Yeah.
He's a trailblazer
guy.
too. He's a trailblazer.
Musically.
Uh-huh.
My best friend, cousin, sister Nia.
Nia. Shout out Nia.
That's my dog.
Yes.
James Solomon too.
James. He's another good role model too.
James is dope.
Yes.
And his wife, his better half.
Lakeisha. Shout out Lakeisha.
And who else really inspired me ministry wise as role model is Pastor Mark Moore Jr. from the YLC.
Light skin?
Yeah, like
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes.
black or
Yes.
light skinned brother.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh
over
huh.
there on 51st. Yeah,
You say he's from Chicago,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
what he has built, what he has endured, what he has done, has been a blueprint for a lot of creators, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of young people in
Yep.
ministry.
Yep.
So shout out to Mark Moore. He's still doing great things.
Mm-hmm.
Now he is pastor of Spirit and Truth Life. No, Spirit and Truth
Mm-hmm.
in Atlanta. So
Did he get that from his dad too, or did he start his own?
yeah, he took over his dad's church and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
he groomed it to his own ministry. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm like you, family.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I have family and role models in my family.
Yes, man. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Yeah, we need them. You know, just like I mentioned earlier. You know, when just like I said, people want to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
People want to know Jesus, but people need to see it in others
Yeah.
to kind of say, okay, I could do this too.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where a lot of that comes from. So we have those models, those figures to look up to, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle Daryl too.
Daryl. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Vegan.
way his brain work
Yeah.
is dope.
Uh-huh.
Bro is hard. So to like I look up to him in that way, how he think out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Then most people wouldn't even think, whether it's spiritual,
Yeah.
whether he building something or making something, a business plan.
Yeah.
Like his whole thought process is dope, and my auntie too. Like they
Yeah.
are really dope too. My other
Shout
uncle,
out, it's
Darnell,
Ebony, right?
Ebony, right?
Yes. Shout out
Darnell
Ebony.
and Shannon.
Shannon,
It's
yes.
like every person I glean from differently.
Yeah.
My uncle, he gave me my business mindset. My auntie, she be on my head.
Yeah.
Shannon, shout out to my auntie Shannon. She be on my head about just being consistent and doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
But all my uncles, Uncle Big Bird, I don't mess with him a lot because that's my athletic role model. And
Okay.
he be on me.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
I don't work out like I should, but I leave that to my little cousins. So
right.
They got it, and my brothers.
Another thing about DJ's family, a lot of like almost everyone his bloodline has the name D or the letter D in their name. It's always a D.
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition. I think that's a beautiful, wonderful tradition. I
First
think
name and
first-
last.
first-
First name and middle name.
first name. Oh, really?
Yeah. First name and
So,
middle
so
name.
there's always a DD.
Correct.
Wow.
Except for one.
Okay.
My cousin, he named after grandpa, so he's David Wayne.
Okay,
He's
okay.
the only one, but
Okay.
everybody's D.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's nice. That's a nice little nugget for y'all.
Don't make me name it. It's Derrick Dwayne. I'm not gonna name everybody.
Yeah. We're gonna be here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? No, I think it's because even on my side of the family, my dad's side, actually my grandma had 7 kids.
Oh wow. Okay.
My grandfather, my great grandfather had 16. Yeah, and my grandmother, on my dad's side, I think she had 14 siblings. So
You know, back in the day, that was the thing.
that was a normal thing.
I
Well,
think
you know,
my granny, she had 6 kids.
yeah. And, you know, of course, a lot of black people didn't have access to a whole lot of medical, tangible,
Necessities.
drugstore. Y'all know
Just
where
wasn't
y'all know where I'm going with this. There wasn't a lot of those
And they didn't have
opportunities.
TVs back then. So
No
they had nothing
TVs.
else to do.
They couldn't watch the Laker game, so you know what I'm saying. So we had to find another alternative. Well, you know, after we
This
have
is
dinner,
not
after we go to work, have dinner.
This
You know,
is not a Laker sponsor.
hey, y'all can sponsor me. Hey, look, like if y'all want to tap in with me, come on, let's get it.
I'm weak.
Come on, let's get it. Give me some tickets too. Front. I don't want front row. I just want at least a couple rows behind the front row, just in case LeBron, his shoe come near my neck.
That's a
I
big
don't want
shoe,
that.
too.
Yeah, it's a big.
Like
I don't
Monster
want
said,
that.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. I don't want LeBron James imprint on on the right side of my face. I don't want that. Yeah, that's a heavy bill. So you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, man. I mean, that was a good talk.
That's
man.
it I got for y'all. We digged into who the man, the myth, the legend is behind this platform.
You know,
He's doing a good work. You
Yeah.
feel me? And you know, we just gonna keep tapping in with Terrence as he tap in with God. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's it.
and y'all need to tap in with DJ too, because he has a lot on his plate and great things coming ahead for him too, man. A figure, man, a trailblazer as well.
Wow, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And known all over the world, whether you believe it or not.
Amen. Yeah, because Jesus is everywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true. That is true. The Jesus in him is known all over. But yeah, no, man. Speaking big facts, DJ is my guy.
Yes, sir.
Y'all already know what the deal is, man. If y'all need fashion tips, hit him up. If y'all need tips on how to start something, hit him up. If y'all need tips on praise dance, hit him up. If y'all need tips on craft and design,
photography,
decorating,
decorations, event
anything,
planning.
event
I do it
planning,
all. Photography.
praise and worship, exhortation. He not gonna accept it, but I'm gonna tell him he can do everything. He can do everything.
No, I do everything.
He does everything.
That don't mean I
Which
can.
means he can do
That's
everything.
one thing I will say
man.
about me. I try everything.
Yeah.
I want to be everything. I want to be a chef,
Radio star,
actor.
yeah.
I'll do it
Hey,
all.
look, man, look, the world, you got a lot of years left. So it's, if you can do anything, man, that's straight facts, bro. But yes, man, I appreciate you, man. Always, you already know. Y'all know what the deal is. Do good, be wise, trust God.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all. You feel me?